Hey, hey, crypto miners! We are back again with a really interesting AMA today or interview with Cobra Kai from Floki. And I see you, Cobra. So let's have some fun and some information about Floki. Lately, Floki listed on Binance. That's huge. Hey, Cobra, welcome.
Hello, Miss Mary. How are you today?
I am great. It's a pleasure to have you back, Cobra Kai from Floki Vikings.
Pleasure to be here. Just getting
So,
situated. Thanks for having us. It's always a good time to come out here on Spaces and talk about Floki. You know, I love to do that. So yeah, let's have a good
I
one today.
know.
Let's have a good one today. Get the people involved if they want. Let's just do the whole thing, Mary.
Yeah, let's just invite lots of friends, guys, so you don't want to miss this. Cobra Kai and Mary is gonna have some fun up here on stage tonight. I mean, do you remember, Cobra, last time you were here at Crypto Miners? It was like a year ago, and I remember we spoke about Binance.
Yeah.
And then it was not, we couldn't get any information. Was it already back then? Was it already in the pipeline or?
We don't discuss anything about listings and about that process here at Floki. It's just
Okay.
easier that way, and each person's listing experience is different with Binance or with Coinbase or with whoever it is that you're working with. But Floki's goal is really simple. It's always been the same since we launched, well, since the
And what is
relaunch, I
that?
should say, to become the most known and used cryptocurrency in the world. So, in order
Nice.
to do that, we have to be available everywhere. So, the answer is simple to any Viking or non-Viking out there. You know, will Floki be on XYZ exchange? If they'll have us, we'd like to be everywhere. We're on 94. I think 96. We got two new ones today, actually. So I think 96 exchanges now. That includes
Wow.
Binance, that includes Crypto.com, Binance US, Kraken, or not Kraken, I'm sorry, KuCoin. That one was fresh on my mind because I just saw an announcement. But KuCoin, um, OKX, uh, you name it, we're out there. Bitfinex
Maxi,
now,
maybe.
MEXC, uh, BitMEX. Yeah, I mean, you can go to Floki.com and I'll refer to the site a lot today. But guys, please, as I speak, as we talk, if you have a moment, go to Floki.com. You're going to find a site that's probably not like other crypto sites you visited. I hope not. It's going to show everything that we're doing, and you can make that decision if Floki's the real deal or if I'm just full of hot air. But we're making all the steps. It's really easy to say that you're going to become the most known and used crypto brand in the world. That's easy to say, but it's not so easy to put your logo on an F1 race car or to be the sponsor of the Table Tennis World Championships, which start the end of this week. I'm excited about over 500 million Chinese are fans. It's the national sport there,
Yeah, I
and
read that.
Floki will be the sponsor there. So the first crypto sponsor ever in that particular sport. So yeah, we're just
Table tennis.
ping pong. It's exciting as heck to watch.
Ping.
It's a massive market, obviously. We have Valhalla, our play to earn game, and we are releasing a Chinese version of Valhalla. China has over
Oh,
700 million gamers. We've translated our white paper into Chinese. Our website, if you go to Floki.com, on the top right, you can click there, and we've got Arabic and Hindi and Chinese, Spanish, Turkish, as well as English. So you guys are able to see kind of the plan as it comes together. We're building a Chinese version of our play to earn game. We want the Chinese people to have access to Valhalla and to the Floki token. So we're listing on many exchanges there in the Asia Pacific region. And yeah, the Floki logo is going to be on everybody's TV here starting at the
everywhere.
end of this week. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a little bit Floki-ish because I have horns too, you know? I wonder who was first, me or Floki? I
Well, you're
think I
the
was first, to be honest.
you are the original, the OG Viking, right? You've even got the accent for it,
Yeah.
it's fun. You know, it's fun to do the Viking helmet. I think everybody can relate to that. It's easy to put the Viking helmet on others. We had pictures of CZ with a Viking helmet for the longest time before Binance, and now that we're on Binance, we can say that that CZ's a Viking, that Binance is a Viking. That's part of the meme culture that makes it so fun to be part of this
Yeah.
space. But I think you have to back it up with an actual product, with an actual community. People use that word community in this space so often, but is a community one that you stay part of for 2 months and try to dump all your tokens at all-time high on the person to your left or the person to your right? Obviously, trading is a part of what we do here in the space, and volume is king. Everybody wants to make money, but at the end of the day, there will be some big winners in this space, and they'll be the ones that do the hard work, like Apple did, like Google did, like Microsoft did, like Visa and Mastercard and Discover did. All of those emerging technologies had tens of thousands of .coms or different credit card types, and just a few come out as winners. So that's the path that Floki's on, but we can also put a Viking helmet on you. So it's the best of both worlds, memes and utilities.
Yeah, let's everyone put some Viking horns on if you want to. So yeah, I mean, I read also on the web page that about your three pillars because your community is one, utility is another, and charity is the third. So the community is big on Floki, right, Cobra? You have an awesome community. They're like, what do you call them? An army, Viking army or something. And
Yeah,
you have lots of fun in there. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening in your community and where it's happening?
yeah, that's a great segue. So I was going to ask everybody, let's make this space big. Tweet this out, please, and let's bring people in so they can hear what a real project gets run like, and how a meme can do so much more. Because I think that we have an important message. So if you can, please tweet it out. And also, she asked where it goes down for Floki. We have all socials covered. Our socials reach over 10 million people annually, but we've got obviously here on Twitter about 500,000 followers, and Telegram is home base for 24/7 for the last 2 years, literally 24/7, guys. I can't remember very many times when we've gone more than 60 or 120 seconds without a message. We don't use bots, but our Telegram is an interesting place, and it is a place where you can learn a lot about crypto. We have spent a lot of time with our moderators and with our team. There are nearly 70 people that work for Floki, and we've been building something that's different. And if you come into our Telegram, you're going to see it. You're not going to find pornography. You're not going to find hate speech. The things that you see in a lot of Telegrams. We keep it pretty much crypto focused and pretty much Floki focused, but have a lot of fun with gifs and memes. So if you guys have a question today and you don't want to come up and speak, you can always tag me. I'm watching the chat right now. If you click on my profile, you'll see a link. It says find me in t.me/Floki Inu token. That's our Telegram. Please come in and join, and you can tag me. I'm at Cobra Kai, V as in Victor, V as in Victor, and you can ask a question, and we can take those that way. And then, however, Mary may choose to do that as well. But I think it's important to kind of experience it. That our community is second to none, and it's because we were born under really unique circumstances. We suffered 2 rug pulls in the first 2 weeks that we were alive, and the current team, who's been here almost 2 years now, which is B, Saber, Mr. Brownwell, Lintern, all of those other people that I talked about that make up the extended Floki teams. We all came from the community. We've all been here for going on nearly 2 years now, and we've built something to be proud of. That team, that core team that I mentioned, They airdropped all of the V1 and V2 holders who had been rug pulled. They had nothing. They got free money, essentially. They got their rug pulled. They got a do-over from this team, which built an incredible amount of trust and brotherhood, camaraderie amongst the Floki Vikings. And we set some pretty steep goals for ourselves as far as charity goes and utility go, and we're here to do it. So it's really, really special. Floki just has that it factor. Everybody's tried to mimic it, tried to copy it. They want to be the next Floki or Floki Santa or Floki Doge, Shiba, Sonic Hedgehog, Obama Inu token. Guys, don't be the
There's so
next
many
anything.
Flokis.
There
Yeah,
is,
there's
yeah.
so many
Don't be the.
Flokis out there.
That's what I say. Don't be the next anything. Be the first something. Be
Exactly.
original and do something of your own. There is only one Floki. There only ever will be one Floki that matters in this crypto space, and we're going to continue to do what we're doing for many years to come. So we're excited.
But Cobra, you're not really the first. There was like a real Viking named Floki, but his real name is Luke. But all right.
Luke, yeah. I'm watching Vikings, the series on History Channel for the first time. Finally, I'm in season 3,
Oh,
so no spoilers. I'm in season 3, about the middle.
lots of
But
people
yes,
die.
yeah. This token is what I meant. It was launched 47 minutes after Elon's tweet that said, "I will name my Shiba Inu Floki," and obviously he got that name from the show. He's a huge Vikings fan. So we do have
Hmm.
that we've got the Elon factor. He's got Floki. Floki is the CEO of Twitter right now until the new one gets appointed. At least that's what he's joked about and made tweets about. So we're always going to have that connection. We'll always have the Viking connection. Floki was a famous shipbuilder, like you said, and yeah, we embody a lot of that because of the innovation that we're doing, especially in the gaming space with Valhalla.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to build on from the Viking theme, and it's like huge all over the world, it seems now with the Viking series, and like, yeah, people are interested in the real Viking culture, how it was back then. I guess there's so many countries have Viking blood in their lines or in their genes. So yeah,
Yep,
that's how
it's
it is.
that's how it is. It's a lot of fun. It's we've got a culture, we've got an organization, we've got a whole bunch of Floki Vikings out there that are just freaking. I mean, as I look right now at our TG, the hashtag that's trending in there is proud to be a Floki Viking, and that's exactly it. If I had to sum it up in one sentence, very proud to be a Floki Viking. We invite anybody to come in and be part of this movement because the movement has begun. It can't be stopped. We've built schools across the world. We have the most innovative video game that's ever been built in crypto that's actually played on the blockchain coming to mainnet this year. So yeah, man, you can't find too
So
many too many
shouldn't the
projects.
Valhalla game also be one of the pillars soon?
It's in utility. There you go.
Oh, it's
Community,
in
utility,
utility. Okay.
charity. There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
There you go. I see that you've got it pinned up top there. So thank you, Mary, for doing that. That's some
Yeah,
concept art.
I found one that I wanted to pin. I'm trying to learn how to pin. I think I got it now. So,
You got it all
and
figured
and the
out.
charity. I like to talk more about the schools you were building because you were not like you don't have a Floki Viking on top of the school, right? You're just helping out.
Exactly. There's a plaque on the front that says buy Floki for the people. That's it. Buy
Hmm.
Floki for the people. They usually insist on that. There's not a Floki logo or anything on the building. It just says, buy the Floki community for the people, and that's it. So we made a promise, and I can pin the tweet actually. It's an important tweet for me because this was the day for me personally that I kind of was like, all right, all in on Floki. And I don't mean financially, by the way. Nothing that I say is financial advice or promise of future growth or return on investment. Can't do that. If you're listening to people out there that do that kind of thing, I would just say to be careful um, because serious projects they just don't do that. But we made a promise, and I'm going to find it here. Sorry, I'm digging right
Are you
now
trying to
in my.
multitask, Cobra?
I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not doing a very good job, Mary. But
I'll
here it
talk
is.
while you multitask.
Here it is. Here it is. There, you guys should have it now, pinned up to the top. So
Oh yeah.
this was a tweet from November 5th of 2021 on Floki to build a school in every continent and in every underdeveloped nation. That was the promise we made. That was about 18 months ago. I'm very, very proud to say that today we have a school in Nigeria, one in Laos, one in Guatemala, and one in Ghana. So four down, about 40 to go. But we always have more in the works. We're always looking for ways to help. We recently did about $80,000 in fundraising through a special NFT collection that went to earthquake relief in Turkey. So the charity part of Floki is very, very important. It's philanthropy for the purpose of impacting as many lives as possible. It's not for pump. It's not to say, hey, we're going to go, and you can never go wrong with giving. Okay, so if a project's going to be a scam project, but they're still going to give to charity, I guess good for them. We've seen that happen so many times in this space, where people try to use charity to pump the price of a token, or they try to broadcast, their events out there. This is not that. This is Floki saying that, what is the best way that we can impact the most amount of people in these areas where these schools have been built. We have changed lives for generations to come. Thousands of students who will be impacted, who have computers and internet where they didn't before, who have clean water to drink. Each school has a clean water source, which is massive in these areas. Most didn't have any source of clean water in the village that they are built in, and providing a safe and state of the art place for people to be exposed to education. And that's really where the big
Mm.
gap lies in these places where, the next Elon Musk or the next Albert Einstein or the next Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or CZ Binance, these people are in these areas. They're living in these parts of the world where without help, they will never get the chance to pick up a book or to look at a computer screen or to be connected to the internet. And we're making it our personal mission here at Floki to impact as many lives as we can. And we couldn't think of a
So
better way to
so
do
if
it
someone is
than through
listening now,
schools.
Cobra, and wants to help, how the best way they can do that? What do they do?
Just become a
Just to
Floki Viking. Jump in the community. Help us spread the word. Help us continue to build and grow. Play Valhalla and tell your friends how much fun it is. If you think it's fun, it's the most fun video game that I've seen in crypto by a mile. One of the most fun that I've ever played. I'm a huge Zelda fan, so a lot of people are pumped right now about the new Zelda game that just came out, Tears of the Kingdom. I was an Ocarina of Time person. This game is right along that vein. It's like a World of Warcraft. It's like a Skyrim. It's like a Zelda. It's like a Pokemon Go in a way because you capture critters in the open world. It's all of those things. It's played on the blockchain. It's a real video game with real objectives. It just happens to be driven by smart contracts, which nobody's done in this space the way that Valhalla does it. So I couldn't be more pumped about that one. And I've got a tweet. Of course, there's always a tweet of me playing the game here really recently. If somebody wants to make a better video, please do. But this is the latest with the most up to date characters in the battle arena.
so now you jumped into the game already, but I wanted to if someone wants to like really help build the school, is that possible? If someone wants to be on site and help like
Sure. They would have to do that through the charities that we use. So we can't use just one charity to build these schools in every single nation. So three of the schools have been built through Pencils of Promise. And you can go to @Pencils of Promise here on Twitter and find them. They're pencilsofpromise.org. The other that we used for the school in Nigeria is the Tabitha Kumi Foundation. They are a UN special consultant with the United Nations, and they focus on providing opportunity, especially for marginalized women and girls and boys in this case, because it's a school for everyone But Vikings have gone out and visited these sites in person. You can do that as well, but we're not builders in the sense of construction workers, right? We are an organization that's trying to build in Web3. So the hands-on part, you would have to take that upon yourself. But we document everything. We go through these very well-known and trusted charities, and we fund it. That's it. They're already Pencils of Promise is building schools all over the world. So that's their expertise. We give them the money, they build the school.
All right, that's good. So where does the money come from? What's the where do you take the fees in, or where do you take the money in
Yeah,
Floki?
that's great. A great segue there. And there's a tweet for everything. So I'm going to continue to multitask and dig here. But so Floki started with a 3% tax, buy sell tax on decentralized exchanges. We went to 3.5 billion at all time high. We had a whole bunch of tax revenue come in. We have multi-signature wallets. Our funding and operations is listed right there on Floki.com. So if you go to Floki.com and you scroll down to the middle of the page, you'll see the tokenomics. You'll see a button that says operations and funding. You can click on that. You can see the money that is in the Floki treasury. You can see where it came from. You can see how much is there. You can see when it leaves and when it comes in. And that's all done by a multi-signature that requires at least 3 signatures of our core team members. And that's it. It's the most transparent project that I can find in crypto. We tell you what we have, and you can see where it's going. That tax has been lowered because we've grown so much. The tax now is only 0.3%. So we lowered it by 90%. We did that the first week of February of this year. So whales, welcome in. There's not a big 3% in and out anymore. You're going to be able to get in and out for under a 1%. And that really led to a big increase in volume of trading for the Floki token this year. So.
And also then still help with charity and all these good things that you do all over
Yeah,
the world.
yeah. We also have products that earn money. So we have FlokiFi Locker is live right now, and FlokiFi Locker is a digital asset locker. I'm sure that's probably on your list of things to talk about. But anytime somebody uses it, we earn 0.5% of the liquidity that they lock with us, and that money goes into the treasury as well. So we've always got revenue coming in, and that's important. I would caution people when you look at a 0% tax token. That's kind of been a fad lately. 0% tax, no team. Okay, so after the initial pump, when you have no revenue, no product, no team, what's going to happen? We've seen that with some major meme coins in this space that have gone years without a major upgrade, or that have not put a revenue generating product out on the market. So if you don't have any money coming in and you don't have a team that's building for you, are you buying a token just to dump it at the top and then move on to the next one? Because that's not what we're doing here. We're doing something very unique and special.
Yeah. Floki is a little bit different, I think. It's just not a meme coin, because you moved from meme coin to so much more, right? But you're still a meme as also, so that's kind of
Hey, you gotta have a meme.
cool.
McDonald's is a meme. I mean, the golden arches are a meme, right? But you can only sit in the parking lot and look at the golden arches for so long. Eventually, you need to have a kitchen and a flat top and somebody to work behind the grill, somebody to grow the beef,
That is
right?
true.
So you can make the burgers. You can't just sit there and stare at the golden arches and hope for it to go to the moon. Just like you can't stand there and look at a meme of a dog or a frog or whatever it might be and say, okay, well, yeah, it's good. People are just going to keep jumping in, because they're not. The people will stop jumping in. We've seen it time and time again in this space. So if you don't have a long-term view and a plan, like we have developed to continue to grow, Floki doubled its holders in this bear market. We had around 250,000 when we hit our all-time high back in November of 21. In December is when the bear started to set in. And ever since December of 21, it's been pretty much down only in the crypto markets. We have 475,000 holders now on decentralized exchanges. So that's a really, really healthy redistribution, and we are growing. We just keep growing and growing and growing. So
Yeah, keep growing. I'm reading, I clicked on something here, and it's your roadmap for 23. So how
mhm.
far along are you already? Let's see.
Well, just start asking me questions. Start at the first one, and I'll tell you yes, we did or no, we didn't.
Okay, so I used to do it a bit bigger. Shop Floki launch. You have a shop?
Shop, go to shopfloki.com. Yes, we
Hmm.
have our limited Floki plushies right now. There's 1,000 of them that you can pre-order. So if you get one of those, you will be one of the only 1,000 people in the world that have the first Floki Beanie Baby, the plushie. It is partnered with Binance Pay, so you can pay with crypto right
Uh-huh.
there through the site, or you can pay with a Visa MasterCard. And it is, well, you'll see. Go to shopfloki.com if you, or go to floki.com and click on Shop Floki. Yeah, I don't know. Navigate there if you'd like, Mary. Maybe you want something. I'm wearing a shirt right now that says Valhalla or nothing. It's the hoodie that you see there, and I've pretty much been living in it since I got it. It's really high quality and super comfortable. As our army grows, as the Floki brand grows across the globe, we'll have people wearing Floki gear everywhere, I hope.
So
And
so sell your house
yeah.
and buy a Floki hoodie to live in. That's your new. No, I see the
I
green
live in it.
ticks already. Binance Pay partnership happened
Done.
already.
Yep, and
Val
Binance listing and Binance US listing. So I'll name
yeah.
things that aren't on there as well because we only put kind of some of the big goalposts on there, but there is a lot that is happening that wasn't included in the roadmap, and we've got some big surprises for the Vikings. So
It just happened
yep,
without saying. Yeah, that's fun. And Valhalla website upgrade with a angry bear or something.
that is done. Go to Valhalla.game. Valhalla.game. You guys can play for free. All of this is through Floki.com. If you go to Floki.com into our ecosystem section, it's got links to all of our sites. But yeah, Valhalla.game got a really nice facelift, and there's a lot of information about the game there. You can read the original white paper from September of 2021. That's what we've been building ever since. And well, not we, I say that, but our team, our Valhalla team, which is over 20 devs, between 20 and 25 devs for the last year and a half, have been working 7 days a week to create this incredible game.
Hmm. And I must admit I'm a little bit ashamed, and I apologize because last time you were here, Cobra, we said we were gonna battle together in the Valhalla game, and I haven't yet. So
What's your
I
deal? Well, I
I
know.
need
Hey,
to
we,
do
we
that.
we need to do that. We need to do that as soon as we possibly can. I think that
Yeah.
once you do it, I think you'll understand exactly what it is. And everybody can play now. It's free. You just have to mine some testnet tokens. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun.
Is it only free, or can you choose to also play to earn already, or is that coming
Nope.
later?
So we've had two play to earn events already on the testnet. We are on testnet right now, and you can't earn in the game in normal gameplay. However, we've had two special events, our Easter event and our bonfire event, where we gave out $30,000 in Floki tokens each time. There will be more of those, I think, on testnet before we go to mainnet. We'll see what the team has ready. I hope there's more. I don't know that for sure, but the game will be on mainnet this year. That's on the roadmap, and right now it's free. It's free for everybody to play. But the team has been very, very, very clear about this. Those players that play on the testnet and level up their character and put time into the game will be rewarded with either NFTs or tokens or advantages. We don't know what combination of that on the main net. Whenever we go on the main net, the players that are playing today right now will have some recognition, be it monetary or advantages in the game, to to get a good start in Valhalla on the main net. So it's worth it. It's worth your while to play right now.
Okay.
I'm in a clan already. The particular clan that I play with, there's 30 players that can be in a clan. They scooped up over 100 million Floki tokens worth over $4,000 in our last play to earn event, the Easter event. Some players won as much as $3,000 in Floki tokens individually in that
Oh.
event. So the
How much
team
did you
that
win, Cobra?
I won't disclose, not very much though, not as much as the others, but I
Okay.
played hard, and that's the thing. It's all on the blockchain, so you can you can't fake it. You have to go in, you have to play, you
Hmm.
have to confirm the transactions in your Web3 wallet, your MetaMask, and that's that. Anybody can get in and play. Anybody can win. It's an equal, level playing field, and that's the whole purpose of Valhalla, is to give people, especially in places where they may not have access to banks, they may not have access to their funds if they do have a bank account, they may not have access to money, a job that pays,
Yeah.
period. And if they could get into Valhalla and make an extra 50 or 100 or $200, whatever it is, that could mean food on the table, that could mean shoes
Hmm.
on the feet, all of that stuff. So it's a special kind of game. I'm going to pin it up here since we keep talking about it, Mary, if you don't
Yeah, I
mind.
mean, since before we move on, we have the Chinese white paper and China plan, and you already talked a little bit about that. Maybe
Yeah,
there's more to talk about. But I want you also to tell us more about the game. What kind of game is it? Many people in here might not know it yet at all. So, I mean, you are a Viking in there, and you have a world that you're running around and doing stuff in, right?
yeah. Before we get off track, do you want to
So-
keep going on the road? Do you want to keep going on the roadmap first, and we'll do that, and then we can deep
Okay,
dive
let's
into
let's
Valhalla.
have the Valhalla at the end then. All right, let's do the
Okay.
white paper, Chinese white paper. You said that's done also,
Chinese
right?
white paper is done. The site is in Chinese. We did a BTOC campaign. BTOC is like Telegram in Chinese. The Chinese don't use Telegram nearly as much as they use BTOC. So we did a 90-day campaign there, and we brought in over 30,000 new Chinese community members. We have 100, as I
Wow.
speak to you right now, in our Chinese community. We have 140,178 members. We've added 40,000 new members to our Chinese community this year. We are advertising in La Liga. So La Liga is the league with Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Anybody who watches those games through the end of this month in the APAC region, so Asia Pacific, Singapore, Hong Kong, India, there's a whole list of countries, about 200 million football fans. They will see the Floki advertisements in those games. Uh, we recently sponsored the India Maharajas. The India Maharajas are a cricket team in the Masters League. So Floki was the first in cricket there, and cricket is like a religion for the Indian culture. And we're in table tennis now. So that's the most recent step on our China plan, which China's national sport is ping pong. There are 500 million ping pong fans globally, table tennis, and we are the first crypto sponsor there. So if you want to see what's going on here, right? And then the Chinese version of Valhalla is on the roadmap. If you go down to the very, very bottom, it's like the second to last item this year. We will release a Chinese version of our game to tap into that
Oh yeah,
market. So,
yeah.
just like any video game out there, I'm sure you guys saw the Tears of the Kingdom commercials or the last Grand Theft Auto that came out. You saw the commercials for a year before the game came out, right? That's how you do it, and that's what Floki is doing. We are advertising our brand. As we get closer to a mainnet launch, that advertising will switch to be about 75% Valhalla centric, Valhalla heavy, and yeah, we'll see how many people we onboard into the system. But everybody that plays the game is going to need a little bit of Floki token to do so. So you can do the math there if you want to try to guess how many people we can bring into Valhalla, and then guess how many Floki tokens they'll need to hold. You can start to see that the numbers could be very impactful to our effective circulating supply and to the number of users in the Floki ecosystem.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, uh, how many tokens do you need to have to play then when it goes
So
on
yeah, we haven't announced officially,
mainnet?
but the number that gets kicked around in ANAs is in AMAs often is $20 or less. $20 or less in Floki
Okay.
token, and that will make your character playable. Your character is an NFT, not one that you pay for. You don't go to OpenSea. You don't have to buy anything to play, aside from a little bit of Floki token to play Valhalla. When you get in the game, then you mint your player there in the game. Every critter that you find in the game is an NFT that is minted in the game as you play. Your items, like your axes, your swords, your shields, everything is yours. All of your assets, everything to do with your character in Valhalla belongs to the player. It would be like if you were playing Fortnite and you owned all of your guns and all of your skins, and you could trade them with other players, sell them for
And
V-Bucks,
those you
and
buy or find in the game?
you find them. You find them and you
You find
capture
them.
them.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to pin up here, but you keep knocking me off my game.
I keep talking to you. Sorry, Cobra. All
Yeah,
right.
that's
Let's
okay.
have a silent moment so we can post
I
something
just
new up here.
it's hard for me. Life is hard for me, Mary. So here is,
Life
I'll
is
leave
hard.
this up here. I'll leave this up here so you guys can see. So this is a big hair and a cloud chaser. These are two, they're NFTs. They're in the battle arena. They are fighting one another. I happen to be the big hair there. The cloud chaser there is the computer, but that can be your friend. If you exchange wallet addresses, you can link up with your friends. You battle each other head to head. The winner of the match gets more experience. They get more health, more all of that stuff. They may get new abilities. That is all part of your NFT. It's upgradable on-chain interactions in a metaverse. It's never been done before, and it is going to really shake things up in the space, I think.
So this game, Valhalla, it's really the vision is to make it a really big game, like you compare it to, I don't know, auto theft or what. I don't know the game name so very good,
Well,
but there's
nobody's really done it in
FIFA
crypto.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. On chain, it's all done on the blockchain. So esports are built into the game. We'll have competitions and quests that are driven by smart contracts, local or global. So there's servers right now. You interact. If you're running around Valhalla, Mary, if you come into Valhalla today, and I'm running around in
Mm-hmm.
Valhalla, we can see each other. We can wave at each other. We can dance with each other. We can interact with each other. So now imagine if there was one big hair like that rabbit that you see there, that's a Vera, the Vera critters. Let's say if you could only find that Vera between midnight and 1 a.m. UTC on the 5th day of every month, and anybody that captured that then had that one, and others wanted it, you'll be able to sell your assets to trade them amongst players. Everything's an NFT. Your character's an NFT. Your critters are an NFT. Your sword, your shield, your name, your clan, all of it is stored on the blockchain, and you can, yeah, you could own it.
Mm.
Live,
So is that
live
how
in
it's
our
gonna
world.
be? Like the announcements is that this and this NFT or thingies or animal or Vera's is gonna be found only during this and this time period there and there.
That's one of a million things that we have the opportunity to do. We can do whatever we want in Valhalla. The Easter competition meant that every single player, when they logged in, had 30 Easter eggs. They had a unique 30 Easter eggs to them that were hidden around in the bushes, in the trees, wherever. They had to run around and collect those eggs. They then had to go to a statue and deposit those eggs, and you got points for doing that. So, and that was all done and tracked on the blockchain with smart contracts. So you can, the sky's the limit, Mary. I mean, think of the way that games work today. Um, think of Grand Theft Auto. You said that there could be a special car that only one person could get, right? Or a horse. In our case, in Valhalla, there could be mountable characters. We've seen things that certainly look that way.
Viking ship.
A Viking ship, you can buy one of our NFTs and have a Viking ship. That's one of the perks that we have. All of our NFTs do
Mm-hmm.
stuff in Valhalla, so a long ship is something that you can have, or you can buy one in the shop. All of the in-game purchases, all the V-Bucks, Floki is the V-Bucks of Valhalla. So if you want a ship, you can go to the shop and you can buy a ship, and you can
Floki
buy it with
bucks.
Floki tokens. Yeah, with Floki tokens, exactly.
But where can I play this game then when it launches on the main net, as you say? Is it only still on PC, or can I then, is it going to go somewhere else as well? Phone,
PC first.
Xbox,
Nope,
PS,
PC
PS,
first.
PS. No, okay.
Yeah. Yep,
PC
just on
first.
PC
And
to
then?
start, and there'll be a client. It's built in Unity, and then eventually mobile. We will go to mobile at some point, but the first things first. That's to get the main version out on PC, and you can't put all of the blockchain mechanics in exactly the same, on mobile as you can in PC, and also, as you guys know, the app stores like Apple and Google, they automatically make a real workable crypto game pretty much impossible, because they take 30% of all of the in-game sales. They take that, right? So you end up in a situation where it's really hard to work around those guys, and make the game profitable and workable. So the team has big plans on things that will happen, and I'll just say stay put, because I don't know what some of these secrets are that are going to come out. Even they're very, very tight-lipped, but yeah, first on PC, then to
Okay,
mobile
tell all your
somewhere down the
secrets that
line.
you know then, Cobra.
Nope, I don't leak.
All right,
I
let's
don't
move
leak.
back to the roadmap then.
Okay.
Partnership with Pith Network, major
Yep,
Oracle solution.
that's done.
That's
So we
done.
have we have a price feed. That means that Floki can be traded uh, with leverage. It works great with DeFi protocols when they have a price feed like that. And also, the Floki token can be used to lend and borrow. So there have been a bunch of adopters like CoinRabbit, like, oh gosh, they're slipping my mind right now, and I'm embarrassed. But there have been three or four that have announced really recently, and we can lend and borrow against our Floki on these platforms. So let's say you get a flat tire and you don't want to sell your bag, you need to borrow $500. You can put up $1,000 in Floki tokens as collateral, borrow $500 of USDT against it, and then make payments on that loan. You can become your own bank. That's one of the many things that become
That's good.
possible when you have an oracle like that. Most don't, and Floki does. We used to have it with Chainlink. Now we've got it with Pith. So yep, done
Is it
and
only
done.
Floki you can put up like that in within your ecosystem anyway?
Well,
With
you can put
Pith.
Floki up, but most of those protocols, it's like Bitcoin, Ethereum,
Yeah, the big ones.
BUSD, USDT, Floki. They don't offer a lot of assets in that way, because you have to. I mean, it doesn't make sense to do it for a fly-by-night token that's going to go to zero probably anyway. Some do that, but if the price of your token drops by a lot and you've over leveraged it, then you can get liquidated. So it's important to
Yeah.
understand, what you're doing when you do it, and not to overextend yourself. Just like a bank wouldn't loan you money that they know you can't pay back, you shouldn't loan yourself money that that you can't pay back. So just do your own research and understand how that works. But there are a lot of options on both ETH and the Binance Smart Chain to put your Floki up and get
Hmm.
some money out, some liquidity
And
out of the.
speaking about big, you said, I mean, I saw the Floki is now, I think, 112 or 115 in numbers of, what is it, trading, coin
You mean?
market cap. CoinGecko,
Oh,
I
you mean
saw it.
our ranking? Is that what you're talking
Oh, the
about?
ranking, yes, thank you. Market cap
Yeah,
rank.
yeah, we're right around 100 usually. I think today's been a little bit of a red day, so we might have slid into the 110ish region or something. But don't talk about price as a team member, of course. But we've been as high as 75 recently
Okay.
with our ranking, and yeah, I mean that stuff's great. It's great to measure, but that's just by market cap. So sometimes we've seen so many that come and crack into the top 50 or the top 10 even. And it's not really a worry because we've been here for 2 years doing what we are doing, and it's steady growth. We've seen growth.
Yeah,
I
I meant it as good.
Yeah,
That's high
it
up,
is
isn't it?
good. I know, and I know it's meant as good. It's just that others only place the value of a token based on that ranking or that market cap,
Ah, okay.
and we were like 250th at the beginning of the bear market, and now look where we are. And I would encourage anyone uh, to go look at numbers, look at a yearly chart for a year, and find me one that matches up to Floki's growth, and that's about as close as I can come to. We don't talk about price. That's not anything about what may or may not happen in the future. But if you really want to do your own research in this space and look at trends year over year instead of day over day, if you're not a day trader, what's the difference? Why do you care what goes up and down today if you're not actively making trades? Over time, fundamentals in every market, whether that be real estate, whether that be stock markets, whether that be trading seashells on the seashore, it doesn't matter. Supply and demand are undefeated, and the markets will decide. And that being said, fundamentals always win the day. At the end of the day, you've got to have something that puts money in your pocket as an organization so that you can continue to build, and you've got to have users that still want your tokens, that still want to use your products, and your products better be
Yeah.
fun, and they better solve a problem. So we're happy to see our name climbing back up that list, but it's not even close to where we think it deserves to be. And yep, that's all I can
So
say on that.
let's talk about the ones that are not ticked yet. Is any one of these very close, like the Flokify Locker first major upgrade? That's gonna happen soon, right?
Yep, that is in phase one, and it is right on the doorstep, as well as staking. So you're about to the end of phase one there. Our
Mm-hmm.
staking platform has been leaked, and I guess I will
Leak it.
leak it for you guys here. For those who haven't seen, when staking, that's something that we get asked a lot here. You can currently stake your tokens in a few places. It's on Binance Earn. I believe you can stake in OKX. Some of our trusted exchange partners allow you to stake the Floki token, but we know that people love staking. And we have Flokify, which is our decentralized finance arm. Currently, Flokify consists of Flokify Locker, which is here to protect the space. It allows people to lock up their digital assets, in particular liquidity locks for other projects. We have other projects every day who are locking their liquidity tokens
How
in
many?
Flokify Locker.
How many is locked in there now? How many projects?
There's been over 1,000 locks to date. You can go in there and look if you go to
Really? Wow.
flokify.com. So there are quite a few. But Flokify stands for Floki Finance. It's not just the locker. It will include a whole suite of decentralized finance products that allow people to take control of their finances. Floki's the people's crypto. Some others have tried to claim that. We've been here for 2 years, so if they're not 2 years old, I've seen one in particular that's basically copied every single move that we've made, as well as our website. Like I said, don't be the next anything, be the first something. You can see here, this is a homegrown solution. You can see it at work in that tweet. It works. It's on testnet right now. We're putting it through its paces. Once we have fully audited it, CertiK has given the okay, and Jackie, our blockchain dev, is happy with everything. Then we will go live with our staking platform. It'll be here sooner than a lot of people think, and yeah, hopefully a lot of people will take advantage and be able to lock up their Floki
So
tokens to earn something.
already now I can stake Flokis some other places, but you are gonna have your own staking platform, you mean? Or
Yep,
am I?
yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
We'll have our own homegrown platform, and it's not going to be like other platforms that you see out there. Nothing that Floki does is like what someone else does. This space is so, it's like somebody. What did we have? We had Shiba
So what's gonna be
uh,
different? different?
What? You can check that out. You can come into our Telegram and read some of the AMAs that B has done. If you want to get the juicy leaks and Floki, you got to be in that Telegram group because you get a little bit more there. Again, it's in
Oh,
my
come on. You
profile.
can spill some things here, Cobra.
I will spill something out of the Telegram chat from B himself, since you mentioned, and I will read it aloud here. This is easier for me to search. So, B said to us in our chat,
Drum roll.
yeah,
Drum, drum,
drum
drum,
roll,
drum.
please.
Very exciting. Like a
Very
cliffhanger.
exciting, yeah. Here we go. I'm afraid I can't fully answer without leaking stuff, so all I can say is stay tuned for updates pretty soonish, she said. I can tell you that rewards won't be in Floki tokens because the end goal for a staking program is isn't to release more Floki tokens into circulation, but to take Floki out of circulation. That said, it won't be long before we have an official announcement that gives insights into what this would look like. There also is likely to be a DAO vote around this, so stay tuned. So there you have it. We're going to have our own platform. The point is, all the Floki tokens are in circulation. We do have a large portion of Floki tokens in our wallet, in our marketing wallet. Those will go towards Valhalla's treasury. A big portion of those will. They can also be sold OTC to use for future development, but most of that will be in the Valhalla treasury. That said, if we were to create staking pools with those tokens and say, here, stake your Floki and get more Floki, all we're doing is increasing the number of Floki tokens out there in the hands of private holders who can then sell them on the open market. That's counterintuitive. That's backwards. That's this broken system that we're in with a lot of these meme coins, with reflections and with staking,
I agree.
where you're staking a coin that's worth nothing and getting more of a coin that's worth nothing, and
And then everyone wants to sell it.
so that you can sell it faster than the person next to you, so that you get more money than you put in and they get less money than they put in. It's insanity, and it frankly doesn't make much sense. So everything that's done here at Floki is done in a way that adds value to the Floki token. It's always Floki first. So what that sounds like to me is that other projects would be able to offer staking pools, maybe, or yeah, we'll see. We'll see when the announcement comes out. But he says it right there that it'll be stake Floki, earn something else, and that makes sense.
Nice.
So yeah.
All right, and how far along is that?
Well, the leak's right up there.
Staking phase 1. I mean.
Yep. So as you go down the roadmap, if you look further, you'll see debit card. I think that's in phase 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's live. You can go to floki.com or floki.com/prepaid-card, and you can use it. So you can spend your Floki tokens right now as a Visa or MasterCard with Apple Pay or Google Pay if you have a phone number in the United States or Canada. They're virtual cards that you can load up to $5,000. So another way, if you want to get some liquidity out of your Floki bag, but you don't want to sell the whole thing, you can do that. 1% of the money that gets loaded onto those cards, there's a 3.75% fee when you load them up. 1% of that buys back and burns Floki token automatically, just like FlokiFi Locker buys back and burns 25% of its fees. And it sounds like the staking platform is going to have some features that might make there be less Floki out there in circulation as well. But that's it. It's a deflationary token. There can never be more Floki minted. We have a few ways right now that Floki can be taken out of circulation, and that's only going to increase over time. But there has to be a buyback. You can't just burn tokens for fun. That does nothing for anybody if you don't have a buy transaction on the other side of it, which is someone bought these tokens on the open market and they burn them, and that's what the card does. That's what FlokiFi Locker does. It's a buyback and burn. That's important. Yeah, if you just
Mm.
burn stuff without buying it, you
Yeah,
didn't do
people make
anything.
such a fuss. Oh, we're gonna burn so much, but who cares? The price is going up. They said, no, it's not automatically going up just because you
No.
burn half of your tokens. You still
Yeah, it
need to
goes
have
up.
the demand.
Yeah, exactly. It
That's
goes
what
up
makes it
because
goes up.
of hype, because people think that a burn means that their tokens are going to be worth more. So usually you see an initial spike and then it all
Buys
sells off.
more.
And then it all sells
Yeah.
off afterwards.
Mm.
We we burned 5.1 trillion tokens on our bridge not too long ago. They weren't. It was on February the 3rd actually, and they weren't, maybe February the 9th. I think February the 9th. One of those 2 dates. One day was when we burned the tokens. The other day is when we lowered the tax. But the very beginning of February, we burned 5.1 trillion tokens in our bridge. It locked our supply under 10T, under 10 trillion for the rest of
Mm.
all time. And of course, you see people get excited and there's price action around those events, but it didn't mean anything. We didn't take any tokens out of circulation. We just burnt our bridge where they had been locked anyway. But people in the space, just there's a big need for education, I think, around market cap, around burn, and the
Hmm.
University of Floki, which is also on that roadmap
Yeah,
that
I
you
saw
see.
that.
Yep,
You're
that'll
doing
be here
good
this
bridges
year.
here,
Yep, that'll
Cobra.
be here this year. That'll be here
Yeah,
this year.
okay.
So,
So tell me more about that. What's that going to be like? Is that teaching people about crypto in general or crypto as in Floki?
crypto in
Okay,
general,
that's
and
good.
through the Floki brand, it'll be gamified. There'll be ways that you can advance in there and become certified in there. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's on the way. We already had a beta test last year, and this year we will have materials out for the University of Floki. It'll be a great way for people to learn how to be safe, how to use Web3 wallet, how to read charts, how to do all of the things that people need to know how to do in this space. Crypto is not easy to use.
Mm.
Crypto
Yeah,
is
I
not
know.
easy to use. Just go out. Imagine if you've never bought crypto and you're on PancakeSwap. That's the first
Hmm.
way that you're
That's a
trying to
pain.
buy, and you're from a place where maybe education isn't a priority, or you don't have access to it. Um, you can end up in trouble in a hurry in this space. So most people on board through a central exchange, and then eventually they learn enough to feel comfortable to dip a toe out into the decentralized world. And most people have been burned. I know I've been burned. I've been rug pulled and scammed and hacked and just about everything. But it doesn't have to be that way. The smarter we get and the less money that we throw as a Web3 community at BS, then the harder it is for BS to succeed, and the easier it is for us to move forward as a Web3 community.
Hmm. All right, now I'm very curious about two things on the roadmap here, and it says launch of Flokify Project TL. What is that?
That's Project TL.
And what is TL?
It's TL. So that's our naming convention. Valhalla was Project X, and we have Valhalla now.
Hmm.
Floki Fi Locker was Project L. Project L was Floki Fi Locker. And now we have Project TL and a mystery project on our roadmap for this year. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. That's in phase 3 and 4, I think, towards the end of the year. The phases aren't quarters, it's not quarterly. We can jump around on the map, obviously. We launched the debit card, and that was not supposed to be until later. It didn't include the over 50 exchange listings that we've had this year. We've been listed on Binance, we've been listed on Bitfinex, we've been listed on BitMEX, been listed on Binance US, we've been listed on Crypto.com, we've been listed on KuCoin. Uh, man, the list goes on and on. Floki is this team. It's 7 days a week, 365 days a year, nonstop growth of the Floki brand,
When do you ever
and it's
sleep?
it's easy to see. Uh, Personally,
There is
um,
no sleep in the roadmap. Maybe you should
there
put
is
that
no
for
sleep
next
in the
year.
roadmap. It's not. You have to be careful in this space, and to be honest, it's not healthy. What the core team,
Yeah, be careful.
especially, has put themselves through to make this so successful, and continue to grow it, because we're only getting started. If you think the Floki team is done because we got listed on Binance, that was like step one. That was just the beginning. Saber is about to announce a marketing partnership, in what he calls the biggest league in the world for 2 years. For 2 years, Floki will have advertising bought and paid for in the biggest league in the world, and you can expect that announcement to be soon. We have this weekend, we have an announcement, or we have table tennis, right? For the World Championship of Ping Pong in Durban, South Africa, is sponsored by Floki. It's the first crypto sponsor to be in that sport. 500 million Chinese fans who love table tennis, their national sport. We have the Kings League in Spain right now, and the Kings League is Piqué, for those who know, the football fans out there. It's a new 7-on-7 league. And it's aired mostly on Twitch and YouTube. Over 300,000 watchers every week just on the Twitch stream, on the live Twitch stream. And the month of March, when they had their finals, which we sponsored the finals last year too. So
is it football you're talking about, Cobra?
Football, soccer.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Soccer for me, football for everybody else in the world. But yeah, we were in the biggest stadium, Camp Nou, in Barcelona, the biggest football stadium in Spain, and Floki is everywhere there. They had 247 million viewers in that month. It was bigger than the NFL. It was more watchers than Major League Baseball, and that was the beginning of the season for Major League Baseball. It is fanatical, and it's being driven by influencers, by Twitch streamers, by people on TikTok, and it's wildly fun and exciting. And we are live there.
So do you think?
Now.
I mean, there is Floki with this fun logo with the Viking and everything, and that's trending maybe. But do you think non-crypto people or normal like people out there has an idea that it is a cryptocurrency? Or how are you going to educate them to know what it is really?
Sure, that's a great question. And our ads right now are heavily focused on Floki.com. So please go to Floki.com and you can see. Hang on one second. Now you should be able to see up top. This is a tweet from, so when driven to Floki.com, our conversion rate is getting better and better, and people know automatically when they go there, that we're crypto. But the ads, for instance, in King League, it is Floki, Criptomoneda para la gente, which means cryptocurrency for the people. We are using the word cryptocurrency in the ads, so it says Floki, cryptocurrency for the people. If you believe, which we are firm believers of, and if you aren't a firm believer in this, then sell all your crypto. Sell all your crypto today and get out. We believe that there will be, in the next decade, billions with a B, of new users that come into crypto. When they come into crypto, they're going to do that through a centralized exchange, most likely, like Binance, like KuCoin, like Crypto.com. When they come into crypto for the first time and they see the dog with the Viking helmet that they saw on their favorite race car, that they saw on Napoli's football jersey, on Bayer Leverkusen's football jersey, on Spartak Moscow's football jersey,
I see
in the Kings League, when they see that, that's what brand building is. When they see that that's comfortable, that is established. We've been here for going on 2 years. We'll be here for 2 more and 2 more and 2 more after that. You only can continue to grow your ecosystem. What does that mean for the price of the Floki token? I'm not allowed to say that, and I wouldn't say that. I can't tell you a forward-looking statement, but I can tell you that the number of Floki users, we're going to do everything that we're doing right now to continue to grow that for many years to come, and we're not doing it in ways that you're used to seeing in this space. So the Kings League is posted up there. You can see that's powered by Floki.com just on their announcement. Do you know who else is beside Floki in the Kings League? Here's the order of the ads every game. McDonald's, Adidas, Floki.
Ah,
That's what we
okay,
see
yeah.
every Kings League game. Why does McDonald's continue to advertise during a bear market? Why does Adidas continue to advertise during a bear market? Why does Coca-Cola, who was beside us with the Indian Maharajas, why is Coca-Cola and Qatar Airlines, why are they advertising through a bear market? It's
Yeah.
simple. People just
It's
get
when you
used to
build.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
people get used to your brand. They feel comfortable. Consumer confidence becomes higher. They understand that you have a plan, that you have a goal, and that you're out there not only making products. You can't advertise effectively if you don't have a product, right? The four P's of advertising: product, price, place, and promotion. If you don't have a product, if your product is, oh, we have a widget that you can put on your website and it'll burn some of your token, or your product is just a
Yeah.
meme, just the golden arches, you can't really advertise that in a way that's effective. But if you say, here's Floki.com, come into Valhalla and earn a living. Here's Floki.com, come into FlokiFi and take control of your finances. Use decentralized finance. Send money to your families to use crypto to better your situation. Then that's where the rubber meets the road. So, man, I'm freaking excited about Floki, and I just can't wait it's going to be that much sweeter when we stand on top of Valhalla Mountain to see, the boneyard of all of the fly-by-night and the flash in the pans that came through this space over the last couple years. Floki just keeps on going.
So we can just guess what this mystery project is. I mean, Valhalla was a mystery project last year then, right?
Valhalla was a mystery project from September 2nd of 2021 until October 25th, I think. So for about a month, it was Project X, and then they revealed it. And you can watch the actual video if you go to Floki.com and click on the information button there about Valhalla, or how to play. I'm sorry. You can scroll down and see the original. Project L was announced the first time, I think, in January of 2022, I think, was the first kind of leak that B leaked. I want to say January 7th of 2022. B made a tweet that said, we're working on something. And then Project L launched here pretty much the first quarter of this year. So,
So this is new with the mystery project already put out there at the
it'll come
beginning
soon
of the
enough, is
year
what I'm
for
saying,
the end of the
Mary.
year.
Somebody's going to copy it. Somebody always copies every single move that we make, from the name to claiming that they're founders of this project, which, by the way, we had no founders. We're not associated with any other project. So when you see projects out there saying that we've got the Floki founder, or we've got, it's a telltale sign, guys, that they are misleading you to get you to buy a token. Period. Why would
Yeah, be careful.
why would my marketing need to be, hey, I'm Pepsi, but I also launched Coke. That's just not that's not how it works. And it's insane in this space that people just keep forking and forking, and then people keep buying it. They buy it in the short term, which is great, by the way. I love that volatility and the sense of danger in crypto. I've bought SHIT coins just like the next person. But at the end of the day, when you start to think critically about the mindset behind stealing a name, stealing a logo, et cetera, to enrich yourself, and then move on to the next project,
I think that's a
it's tough.
part of the do your own research to check the logo if it's unique or if it's like looking like someone else's logo, and also the name if it's a unique name or if it's like, yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
exactly the same name as others or trying to
Just go to
be similar.
CoinMarketCap and type in Floki. You're going to get hundreds, if not thousands, of results. I'll type it in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shiba Floki Inu number 6,000 and something. Floki Musk number 9,000. These are all. It's a boneyard. It's a boneyard of. I can see 100 results here of these coins. They're all at zero, by the way. So I'm not showing. Floki AI, almost number 10,000. Floki CMO, Doge Gold Floki, Valentine Floki, Floki New Year, Floki Rocket, Floki Bonk, Baby
Isn't
Floki.
there a Floki Viking coin?
They're all of them were built to create exit liquidity for the users. And you won't hear very many people who are as candid as me in this space. But honestly, if you own a meme coin and it's still the original team, chances are 99.99% that team launched to that token specifically to make themselves rich, specifically because they and their buddies got a bunch of tokens at launch. And you can go to the deployers and look and see, and they are trying to enrich themselves. They don't care about the rest of it. Floki
Yeah.
has a distinct advantage because we were rug pulled, and the people who relaunched the token as a fair launch funded liquidity out of their own pocket. Nobody was awarded team tokens, none of that. Everybody bought their stuff. Everybody bought their Floki, and or worked. I think
And
early
blue
on when
life
they
in the project that was kind of dead. Yeah.
exactly that. Whereas if I launch Floki Sonic the Hedgehog CEO AI Inu, and I give myself 10% of the supply, which by the way, what they'll do is they'll say, well, no wallet can hold over 2%. Well, the dev will launch will create 25 wallets when they launch the token and put 1% in every single wallet. And that's why you see the initial spike and the initial dump. And then after that, they've already taken their money out, and there's not much motivation for them to continue to work. See, Floki's team is different. Saber, our head of marketing, was retired. And he came out of retirement to do something right, to make something special in this place with real marketing. B had done very well in his own right. Mr. Brownwell is a DeFi legend, an NFT legend. Jackie has been a blockchain dev for over 10 years, so there aren't very many people in the world that can say they've been building on Solidity for over a decade. Jackie can. He calls Valhalla his love letter to the blockchain. I myself am a retired idiot who just happened to buy the Floki token and got sucked in when the charity, when I found out about the school building and found out that that was legit. That was something that was near and dear to my heart. Everybody in Floki is a Floki Viking. Everybody here is working towards a common goal, not to get over on somebody else, and that's unique and rare in this space. And I truly believe that good will triumph over evil. That at some point in this space, that we will grow up and we'll start to invest in things that are making the world better. And if I didn't, then I wouldn't be here with Floki. And we got a lot more gas in the tank.
Yeah, I was thinking when you said like it was kind of dead and then we blew life in it again. It's like in the Vikings, when the Floki Luke goes to Iceland and build his new community there or something. It's the same.
It
Yeah,
is.
there's many
It's
similarities to Vikings.
no matter what you believe in, who you pray to, whatever, none of that matters. Floki's a great haven. We have over 27 non-English chats, and we have people from all over the world doing this. But it's been said in many languages that there's something divine about this project. That there's something happened here.
It's a
The
new religion,
circumstances.
Cobra.
The circumstance. Well, people say that meme coins are like cults, and I would
Yeah.
say it's very tribal, yes, but in some sense, you need to have some sense of pride in what you're doing, some sense of belonging in the community. If you're going to do what the Floki Vikings have done, which is we continue to trend on Twitter almost every single day. We don't use bots. We're real people like myself. You can go scroll through my Twitter feed right now. I never had Twitter before Floki. I created this account, this Cobra Kai account, specifically to shill Floki. And I don't get paid to do that. I'm not a shiller or an influencer. Please unfollow me, as a matter of fact, because it embarrasses me. And I think that the influencers in this space are honestly the worst of the worst. They're just trying to enrich themselves and draw attention to a token so they can sell their holdings in almost all cases. I mean, there are exceptions to every rule, but guys, be careful out there. We're legit and we're here because we want to be.
All right, I'm gonna unfollow you now, Cobra.
Go for it,
No,
please.
just kidding. All right. We went through the whole
That's it.
roadmap this year, but there must be roadmaps for next year. When are the new roadmaps coming out? At the end of the year or before?
Did you just win roadmap me in May, Mary?
What?
Did you just win roadmap me in May? Come on, June, July. We've got it roadmapped all the way out through the end of 2023. New roadmap usually comes out at the beginning of the year, but Floki, it's pretty easy to see which way we're going. Valhalla
Yeah.
is not a game that will ever be finished. So just like Fortnite, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, any of it, Grand Theft Auto, Zelda, guys, this game changes every single day. We will have seasons, if you want to call them seasons. It will continue to evolve over time. We can continuously introduce new skins. We can introduce new critters. Jackie said in an AMA, our lead blockchain dev, that someday we could have as many as 100 Vera. 100. Today there's 6. And I had those pinned up there earlier. I think maybe.
So tell me more about the Veras. What is really a Vera? Is that a
It's an
creature that you use or something you can
they're the,
capture
yeah, they're the magical
and train?
Yeah, they're the magical creatures inside of Valhalla. Valhalla is obviously where Vikings go when they die, if they fought well in battle. So Valhalla is a mythical place. And in our Valhalla, there are creatures, and they're called Vira. And each Vira has 9 quadrillion variations that you could get. That involves personality, that involves a rune, Viking runes, right? So there's a sun rune, a hail rune, a nature rune. They have defense, they have power, they have health, they have special abilities. All of these things are what make your Vera unique. There is no other Vera like the one that you have in your wallet that is
And how many
yours.
can you have?
Right now, you can have 2. Well, at any time, you can have 2 that you carry along with you. If you want to catch a new one, then you have to have an amulet to do that, and you have to leave one of your Vera in the daycare or just have one. So
In
when you
the
start the game,
daycare?
yeah, that's where you leave your extra Vera. You leave them in the daycare while you go out to find new ones. So the game is just
Ah.
like Pokemon Go in the metaverse, and the fact that you're walking around the open world just like people were walking around with their phone. And when you get close enough to a Vera, you can hear them. When you get close enough to where they are, then it will say, "You have encountered a Vera. Do you want to fight or do you want to flee?" If you choose to fight, then you're in a battle and you're battling head to head, like
In the
that tweet
ballerina.
in the battle arena. Yes, the battle arena. That's right, Mary.
Okay. No, but I mean, the battle arena. The Veras help you then because you are a character in there and you capture the
You're a
Veras and they
Viking.
help you.
Exactly. Exactly. They're like your pet, and you
Oh,
battle
yeah,
with
yeah.
them in the
Okay.
battle arena. Now they also, like I said, it's a clan-based game. If you don't like to battle, you can farm. So there's a farming system, and you farm NFTs, NFT crops, and other players have to buy those from you if they want to go raid. So as you're playing in your clan, you may have your own clan island, and you could go from island to island and try to take over other people's territory. When you do that, you may stake your Vera there, perhaps. We don't know exactly how that'll look, but your Vera can play a role in maybe protecting some of your resources. It's got all of that. It's a full 360 3D world game with, live in our world, play in yours is the latest slogan that we've had with Valhalla, and
So,
it's just
so,
incredible.
but right now you can only play it on PC, right? And in the
Yep.
future, maybe then on your phone, because then is it also going to be like the Pokemon Go, you go outside in your area and have to try and catch different creatures or not?
Phone's ringing. Um, Stay put and watch how the game evolves. The DAO will have a say in the direction of the game as well, so
Hmm.
there will be much more to come with that. I'm going to pin it up here up top again, so what you had in the beginning of Valhalla there, but um, players will be able, Mary, to do. I don't. you own all of your stuff in the game. So if you play and you like my Vera, the highest you can go right now is level 20. And if I put the work in and I have a level 20 and somebody comes into the game and they don't want to put in 2 weeks or 3 weeks of work to do that, they can buy it. They can buy it from me.
Yeah.
If they want to, go to the B shop in the game and get a ship or a potion, they can buy that. They buy it with Floki tokens. That money
But when
goes.
you said before, those who now play in the testnet will get rewarded. But when it launches on mainnet, will it start from the beginning then? Will you be like
Yep.
from zero then?
Yeah,
Everyone?
that's why they'll be rewarded. Exactly. We're not able to
Mm.
transfer over to a new blockchain. The blockchain that it'll launch on hasn't been announced yet. So it'll be a fresh restart. And that's the only fair way to do it. It wouldn't be fair for me to have a huge, jump
Yeah.
start on everybody. So it'll be a fresh start when it goes to mainnet. But everything is tied to your wallet. So when you play the game today, everything you do in the game is stored on the blockchain, Mary. It can't be erased. It can't be
Okay. Yeah.
muted. It's immutable. It's on the blockchain. So if my wallet ending in ABCDE has 2 Vera in it that are level 20 because I've spent the time to level them up, then the game devs will be able to see, okay, this wallet tested like crazy. Let's give them this special Vera, or let's give them this special advantage, or let's give them X amount of Floki token. That's how that will look. That said, anybody that is testing the game can go into our Discord right now. They can talk to the devs directly in the bugs channel and say, here's something I like in the game, here's something that doesn't work. We are building this game as a community. There are over 500 active testers that play the game today, and we share stuff with the dev team all the time, and you can watch it be built in real time. Imagine, we're not a AAA gaming studio. We're a gaming studio that has a team of about 20 to 25 devs that work every single day. Like I said, they work in an office together, which is a huge advantage. They're not spread across the globe. They all work together to build this game, which makes us very nimble. And we've got a community of Vikings who are helping to develop the game to make it the most amount of fun possible. And that's all that matters. I would play this
All right.
game if I didn't
I
have the chance to earn a dime.
I think I will try and play it with you. Okay, let's make a new deal now this time, Cobra. Before you come on next time, I'll play the game with you.
I threw this challenge out there, and I'll throw it out from the CMA. For those of you that have listened, because I think we've gone pretty much long enough, Mary, if we don't have too many questions. I threw this out on our spaces from the real Floki Inu account not too long ago, and nobody took me up on it. I will give any new player, if you can get in the game, level a Vera up to level 6 or more, which doesn't take more than a day. If you want to battle me, come into our Telegram, tag me, say I want a piece. We can battle head to head. If you beat me, I will give you a Floki tar. And the Floki tar is what my profile picture is. We don't do NFTs just for fun at Floki. The Floki tars, if you use them in Valhalla, you get a special advantage or an item on the mainnet. You have to burn them to do that. So there are only 10,000 in existence, and anybody that wants to use them in Valhalla has to burn them. So there will be a lot less of these very, very soon when we go on mainnet. Not financial advice. You can go to Floki.com and look at our Floki tar collection, see what the floor price is. I think it's a little over 0.05 ETH, a little over $100. You can do your own research and see what you might think about those. But if anybody wants to go head to head, you know where to find me. And if you're a new player that I haven't battled before, and you get to me, we'll say by Wednesday, next Wednesday. So not tomorrow, the 17th, but the following Wednesday, which would be the 24th. The 24th, we have a Go Into Valhalla Spaces from the real Floki Inu account. And if you've beaten me, I will give you your Floki tar and admit that I am no good in the battle arena in front of everyone.
But you have played a year now, Cobra. How can I beat you
It's not
after
going to
two
be
weeks?
it's not going to be easy. The thing is that anybody can win. By the time you get to level 6, you'll have all the skills you need to know how to beat me. So
Okay. So I need to play one day then, and then I can beat you. All right. Let's see.
yep.
Let's schedule something.
Let's do it. Get in there and get your
Let's do
beer.
it. I need to try and get it on my PC. I have a Mac. It doesn't work, right? On Mac.
It works on Mac just fine. All you need is a
Okay.
browser. All
All
you need
right,
is a
good.
browser. Get Chrome. Get Chrome and play on Chrome. It works well on
Chrome.
Chrome.
Okay, Chrome.
Yep, go to Floki.com and click how to play. You're going to have to mine testnet tokens to do it. The testnets right now are a mess. They're built for devs, so you are doing what a dev does. It's not easy to get into the game right now. We recognize that, but it's an alpha on the
Uh-oh.
testnet, and to get in that world, you're going to have to do a few steps, but it takes just a few minutes. If you go to Floki.com, you click on how to play, follow those directions step by step, you are going to be in Valhalla today and playing for
Okay.
free.
Maybe not
Free, free,
today.
free.
It's late here in Sweden already, and I worked
Yep.
all day. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe this weekend I'm free. I'll try and do it.
Even Earl can play. I see Earl in here. Even Earl got in, and he's like boomer to the max. Earl the front puppy.
Earl the Boomer. Earl the Boomer, do you
Yeah.
want to come up and tell us a little bit about your game play?
Yeah, do you want to take questions now? If anybody wants to ask questions, I guess we can take a couple.
We have
Nobody's
one up
tagging.
here. Let's
Oh,
let's
let's
set
do it.
one up. Spy, want to ask.
I'm not co-host, so you have to do that.
I'm doing it. It's just taking a little bit to connect for some people, you know. And Earl didn't respond. Earl. Oh my God. Earl.
Somebody beeped in. We got a speaker, Spy. Spy now
Spy.
means
Okay. Hello guys. Hello everyone.
Hey, Spy.
hi.
Yeah.
Did you have a question for Cobra Kai?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's really been an informative AMA, and it's really kind of a good project. I see. So, like, when playing the game, do you have like any obstacle, like when developing the game?
Yeah, there's a lot of obstacles when you innovate. That's important. No one's ever embraced the blockchain like we do in the game. And if you play, you'll see. When you get in the game, you have to confirm in your MetaMask wallet. Like when you create your character, you're going to have to answer some questions. It's going to ask you to confirm a transaction. When you go to battle in the battle arena, you confirm one transaction when you start the battle, and you confirm one transaction when you finish the battle. And when you finish that battle, it's all stored on the blockchain. You can see every move that your NFT made. If you capture another NFT, that is transferred into your wallet. All of this is being built on the blockchain. So the obstacles are infinite, and that is because we are testing this as a community. This game's been out since February 28th of 2022. That was the first alpha of just the battle arena. Now the open world, it came out in December of last year. Now we can play in the open world. So there are bugs with every iteration. The game is being built in iterations, and the dev team might think that it's just perfect, that it's working great in the office. And then when they push out that patch, the newest set of patch notes, then we jump in, all of the Vikings, and we break it. We find all the things that are wrong with it. I would say that's probably their biggest challenge is, bugs come out of nowhere. You never know when they're going to happen, and you've got to fix them. So that's been a big challenge for the team. But I am not part of the Valhalla team. If you wanted to get a really specific answer to that, you could come to one of those AMAs. They do AMAs pretty much every month. It used to be every week. On Mondays, the team will usually set up an AMA for the in-depth Valhalla stuff. But lots of challenges. As always, this isn't easy. Um, that tweet that I had pinned up earlier, where you saw that big hair, the rabbit, and the Cloud Chaser, the other Vera character, guys, those are NFTs, and they're minted on the blockchain when you encounter them in the game. You're not going to OpenSea and buying this and having to have it to come into the game. It's novel. It's never been done before. On-chain interactions with NFTs that you control as 3D characters. So it wasn't easy, but it's that's what makes it special.
Are you gonna try the game, Spy, or have you already?
No. I'm gonna try the game.
Okay,
Yeah, he
good.
said it on Chrome, right?
Yep, Chrome works great. Firefox
Chrome is
works
good.
great as well.
Okay, yeah.
Turn on your GPU settings. If you have a GPU, you'll want to right-click on. Go to Floki.com. Go through the how to play. The first thing you need to do is mine tokens. Goerli testnet it's on the Goerli Optimism testnet right now. This year, some bad guys, welcome to crypto, exploited the Goerli testnet. They found a way to start selling the testnet ETH. They're ETH tokens that have no value. They found liquidity and they were able to start selling the testnet tokens. The Goerli test network is going to be deprecated this year, so they're going to do away with it altogether. Happens to be the test net that we're playing the game on right now, so that's not really convenient. However, you can still get in. You just have to mine the tokens because you're not able. If I could send you tokens today, that's what we used to be able to do. I would just send them to you and say, here, go play. But you're going to have to get some tokens yourself. It's going to take just those. There's 4 steps right there when you click on how to play. But it's not hard. I promise. If Earl did it, anybody can.
So do you need to set up a new wallet to do this, Cobra, or should you
That's
use your old
recommended.
wallet?
You need the MetaMask extension. That's all you need is Chrome and the MetaMask extension. Create a new wallet. I would. You can go into MetaMask and create a new wallet really easily, and mine your tokens to there. That way, you just don't have to worry about it if you don't have assets in there. That you're worried about. If it's a worthless testnet wallet, then that's just what it is.
And when the game starts, then for real, do you need some other tokens like ETH to pay some fees or to move stuff around, or?
Floki, and yeah, you'll need gas for whatever chain it goes on, but we'll learn more about that when we announce what
Yeah,
chain we're
okay.
going to be on. But just Floki, that's it. That Floki is the utility token. There's another project out there that launched a game that has nothing to do with their token. It doesn't do anything. It's a free-to-play game on the Apple Store and the Google Store. That's easy to do, guys. It's easy to do a free-to-play game on the Apple Store or Google Store. You can copy and paste one and do it tomorrow. This is totally different, and you it'll get when it goes on the mainnet, it'll be extremely easy to play. And to wrap it back, they call this a callback into business. Mary, I said it in the very beginning. Floki is listed on 94 exchanges, so and including Binance, including Crypto.com,
That's a
including
lot.
KuCoin. When Valhalla is live on a mainnet, all that player will need is a few bucks in Floki tokens, and they'll be able to buy it.
All right.
Maybe someday they'll even be able to just go straight to Valhalla.game and convert what they've got to Floki tokens right there. Who knows? The team's
Who
job is to
knows?
make it as easy as possible to onboard as many players as possible. So like right now, Axie Infinity has around 100,000 daily active users. Alien Worlds has around 200,000, I think. Those are the most popular Web3 games right now. So imagine if we had 200,000 Floki holders who are now playing Valhalla and they hold 20 million tokens apiece, which isn't a lot. That's like 25 bucks. 35 bucks right now, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 70.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do math in my head. Anyway, it's a small amount. If they all
All right.
held
Yeah.
20 million on average, that would be 4 trillion tokens. That would be 40% of the Floki supply. If 20, if they had 20 million tokens each and there were 200,000 players that played Valhalla, that would be 4 trillion Floki tokens. So people say when burn, we can't afford to burn our tokens. They're all out there in circulation. And if we do our job and fill Valhalla up with players, then the amount of Floki tokens that are out there on the open market for people to buy will be a lot smaller.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
It seems like a very great game, I think. So I'm gonna try it up.
All right. That's great, Spy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Spy.
Let's hear from the boomer Earl.
Thank you so much.
of
I was just
Frank-
kind of like sort of
Puppy.
tuning in and I heard my name, but it was great. I always love these spaces. Thank you for hosting it. And Cobra, as always, a great job. Yeah, I just wanted to give my 2 cents. So one, it was a challenge for me to get on, but if I can do it, anyone can do it. And once you're logged in, once you have it all figured out, then you can just hop on your computer and get on and off the game really easily. I have been a fan of this project since the fall of 2021. And when they talked about making this game, I was honestly nervous because I've seen other games in this space. But it is, I can't foot stomp this enough. Give it a try. It's free, it's addictive, it's a blast, it's very well done. And I'm really glad that I took the time and bothered enough people to help me to get on there for the first time. But if I can do it, you can do it. And I think you'll
How
like it.
hard is it, Earl?
Well, it's just, there's just a lot of steps right now because it's on the test network and you got to get your tokens and get on there, sometimes set up a new wallet. So there's just a few steps. And for me, I like to just hit a button and play a game, right? So it took me more steps than I would like. But once you get on
But now
there,
you can do that.
Yeah, now you can do
Yeah.
that. But I'm a little smarter on crypto now. But anyway, so but it's worth it. Please give it a try, everybody who's here. But thanks for bringing me up.
Thanks for coming
Yep.
up, Earl. Great 2
Thanks,
cents.
Earl. Yeah, man, Earl's the guy. Earl's great. He's well known out here on Twitter, and so it's always good to have influential people that really believe in the project that are true Vikings, and Earl is a true Viking through and through. You can find him hanging out in our Telegram all the time. But he said it, it's a special kind of game. You can't foot stop it enough. It's
I'm trying to invite some more Vikings up here, but maybe they are shy. I don't know.
See if you can get one up. If not, we can. I know it's late for you too.
Yeah, we're not going to do too much longer, but just to have some more Vikings up here together, that would be fun. Come up, guys. You don't have to speak. Just go up. Oh, everyone with the Viking profile picture is welcome up here now. Let's make a picture, a group selfie in the Twitter space. Okay, maybe not. We might make one with you, me, and Earl, Cobra.
Maybe. I'm going to pin one tweet up here at the end. I think that, well, which one do I want to do? If you don't mind, because it'll stay up here. It'll stay up here until, when anybody else comes back and listens. What do you think we should do? Shop Floki? Or do you think we should do Floki Ultra?
What about your hoodie that you live in? I like that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That might be a good one to pin up here. Let me snag it really quickly, if I can. Here we go. Yeah.
Well, everyone, make sure to follow. Well, not follow Cobra. He doesn't like followers, but follow Floki. The real Floki Inu. Is it the name, right?
Yep, it's pinned at. Well, there's Shop Floki right there. But go to Floki.com. It's got all of our socials. Please make sure you go to Floki.com. There are others out there. Floki. Anything else is not us. Our website has been copied verbatim. They have bots even that update it as we update it. They want you to connect your wallet so they can steal your crypto. Do not ever connect your wallet. Nobody from Floki will ever DM you first. Be careful, guys. This space could be punishing. So, Floki.com.
Yeah, I always look now for the fake, how you can fake a name like Floki. There can be an O instead of a zero instead of an O, or an L instead of an I at the end, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're out there. They know what's valuable. They know that Floki's been here a while and will be here for a while.
Be careful, guys.
Be careful.
Always be careful. Don't get scammed. But it seems to be like that's part of that do-it-yourself research to get scammed once or twice. I don't know why. But
it's unfortunate, though. I mean, it's hard to bring people into the space when that's the experience, right? It's like when you go to a restaurant and you get a really bad meal. It's not about your bad meal. It's about when you go home and tell 20 people that you went to Applebee's and got food poisoning or wherever it was that you ate. That's the issue. So as we as more and more people have good experiences in Web3, which is what we're trying to provide here at Floki, then hopefully they'll invite their friends and family in, and we can usher in the next wave of retail, because we need to have all of those people come into crypto if we want this ecosystem and this technology to thrive. It can't just be a meme. It's got to be more than a meme.
Utility.
But a meme is a great
Utility,
way to take
charity,
it out to the
community. That's the 3 pillars of Floki I've learned today.
That's it. Community,
That's
utility,
it.
charity. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Mary. I love coming on here with you, so thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming back again. Let's do this. This is an annual happening now. Every year, Cobra and Mary up here talking Floki. And Earl can come too next time.
All right.
Always welcome.
All right.
So you can have your closing statement, Cobra, if you want, and yeah, wrap it up.
Well, I'm good. I would just say that, I'm proud to be a Floki Viking. Like I said, very, very proud. It's an organization that anyone can be proud to be a part of, that has big goals, is just getting started. And we would love for you guys to come into the Viking community and give us a look. Go to floki.com and come into our Telegram and see. And hopefully you'll be able to see that Floki hits different. Mary. I think that's the end, Mary, but you are muted right now. If you're speaking, we can't hear you, ma'am, because you were
sorry,
messing with the sound effects.
Thank you. I was speaking.
I figured. Well, you should have been messing with the sound effects. You tried to do the sound effects, and look what you did.
No, I just want to say it's so fun to come on the Floki Telegram now and then and see all the Vikings in there. And yeah, you're always so friendly and fun. And Cobra, you have lots of spaces yourself, right? Every week, I think, and in Telegram and on here as well. If people wants to come and ask questions, you're always around.
Yep. Always here for you guys.
Very good. Very, very good. So thank you everyone for coming, and I guess this was it for today at Crypto Miners with Floki. And
Thank you
we'll
so
see you
much,
next
Mary.
year.
See you next year.
See you next year. Have a good whatever, wherever you are, guys. And Cobra, do you put pineapple on your pizza or not? Oh, Cobra disappeared. We'll never know. We'll have to wait till next year to know that. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.